afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. Ronaldo Martin, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Manuel Rosales, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Next to bat for St. Louis, Brady Babcock. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, Dero, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. Dero, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. On to first, and there were 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Peter McDermott. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Hot shot down the line. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Gustavo Francisco is on the mound for the Cardinals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Carlton Abraham is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field. Stepping up now, Gustavo Gonzalez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Dan Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
The next Cub up, Tomas Delgado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes.
Ball, that's in.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. Strike one to start the at-bat. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Delgado stands at first with one out. Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Into the basket, and it's gone. Joey Gallo with a 2-run shot. 24 home runs for him on the season, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Aaron Alford. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. On the ground to third. And there's out number 2. Now to the plate, Jason Hayward. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey.
Here's the 0-1. 1-1. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Abraham is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Gustavo Gonzalez.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Hey.
Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Still even at 2-2. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Scorched to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Standing in, Guy Adair, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, last 2 pitches back to back, off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in, Carlton Abraham. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Abraham drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The 3 true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
Runners on first with 1 down. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
That's ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with one away.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Set to get his day started, Kevin Santos, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That's inside. 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now at the plate, Clinton Vetter, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Hits this one hard the other way. Fielded cleanly. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So in now for Chicago, Doug Layton, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Called strike 0-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
A ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The pitch.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Ready with another 2-2. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Stepping up to the plate, Chad Pinder. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
And the 2-1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Now at the plate, Ricky Hurd. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. From the belt, the pitch. Runner goes for second. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued 0-0.
Into the box now, Ronaldo Martin, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, strike one.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that two-seam. It's what his MO is.
Full count, here it comes. And a swing and a miss here, and that's about what you'd expect from a pitcher, I suppose. There are two away.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
To the plate now, Gustavo Gonzalez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
The 1-1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 2-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Hit in the air to left field. Rosales is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand a couple. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Gustavo Francisco. 9-1-2 due up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No, that's down.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2.
Count is full. 3-2.
To short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up and he couldn't recover in time.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Manuel Rosales. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
1-0 the count. From the stretch.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Nobody out, runner on first. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Hit out towards second. A dive. He's got it. He goes to first. Hats off to that one. Digging in to try it again, Brady Babcock. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a ball, 1-0. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
1 out and a runner on second base. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Fastball in there, 3-2.
3-2.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Soft liner to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it. But a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Striding into the box, Peter McDermott, runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Outside and low, 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And he fouls this one off. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Cards lead one. They're down 2-0. Bottom of the third now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Tomas Delgado. And the pitch. And he takes ball one.
Count 1-0.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch on the way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close. And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Ready to take his hacks again, Joey Gallo, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch.
1-1.
There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone. Very high, 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here. struck him out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
At the plate, Aaron Alford. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high. But you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Misses off the plate.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
The 3-1. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
In now, Doug Layton. He singled his last time up. He's set and the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. From the stretch. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Fouled away. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Has a look, now the pitch. Chad Pinder is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Comes set, the 0-1. Lifted in the air to center. Abraham is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. And now the Cardinals' #4 hitter, Gustavo Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes the count. And that's too high, ball 2.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Skied into straightaway right. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Standing in now, Guy Adair. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. The average coming in 257, 29 homers and 66 driven in. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Fastball just inside. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And that's off the scoreboard. What a blast. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and even 30 home runs on the year. And with it, the Redbirds have made this a 2-1 game.
I know all home runs count the same, but that one went a little bit farther than most. That's what he does. A power hitter with a challenge fastball is going to go a long way when he's on his game.
Into the box, Carlton Abraham. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 17 home runs, 39 driven in. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And with it, the Cardinals have come back to even things at 2.
another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So now to the plate, Kevin Santos, as he'll take a look at ball one. The average sitting at 297 here to start things out. 5 homers, 39 driven in. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Stepping in now, Clinton Vetter, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the stretch.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Next to hit will be the pitcher. Gustavo Francisco comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way, and he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Russell Richardson answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, Manuel Rosales, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fastball called for strike 2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Cubs 2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Leading off the inning, Ricky Hurt, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 1-0. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. The 1-1 home.
Nope. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Line drive to left. Rosales has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So here now is the pitcher, Russell Richardson. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This is line to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had 1 in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that 1 hit.
At the plate now, Gustavo Gonzalez. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Now a ball pulled hard but foul off to the left. The 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
At the plate, Tomas Delgado, as the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0 count, the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Weekly hit towards first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. Cards lead it 3-2. Into the box, Brady Babcock. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now at the plate, Peter McDermott. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
There's ball 4.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Gustavo Gonzalez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, and the runner back safely. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
That evens it up 1-1. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And again, a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
Yeah, you said it, Matt. That was a lot of practice paying off right there. Great footwork, quick release, and an absolute strike down to second. Take notes, kids.
2 out, nobody on. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cardinals lead it 3-2. Henry Batista enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Here's Joey Gallo now. He had that 2-run home run back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the first out. Settling in now, Aaron Alford. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. One out, nobody on. That misses. 2-0. 2 balls and a strike. Batista features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Set to deliver on 2-1. Hit to third. Reined in time to first, and there are 2 away. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The throw into second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Standing in, Doug Layton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Too high, 1-0. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
A high fastball is in there.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch of the at-bat. Guy Adair is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here's the pitch.
3-2.
Carlton Abraham will be next. The 3-2 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So coming to the plate, Carlton Abraham. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 2nd of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Into the box now, Kevin Santos. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He doubled his last time through. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
3-0 to him now. Now the pitch. 3-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 3-1. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Racing back the left fielder. Gone. Back-to-back homers. So a solo shot here to left center field. 6th home run on the season for him as they open it up to 6-2 now. Santiago Lopez takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. So now to the plate, Clinton Vetter. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0.
Nope, outside.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Fouled off. Hits are even at 7 apiece. 2-2 to the Cardinals catcher.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Tim Lehman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. The average coming in 257. 5 homers and 23 driven in. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
Count 2-1.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Tim Lehman goes down for out number 2 in the top half. To the plate now, Manuel Rosales, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Three runs already home here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
In now, Brady Babcock, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
2 balls and no strikes.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Outside, 3-0 now. Peter McDermott would be next. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So digging in now, Peter McDermott. Has a look, now the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. And it's fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a swing and a fly ball. Hayward on the run, but this will land untouched. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Here now the 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another try at 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Cubs 2. Josh Ibarra enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. And that brings up Chad Pinder. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, Ricky Hurd. And he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Ibarra has logged upwards of 75 innings pitched, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Ibarra, just 24 years of age. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2021 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Alexis Alonso will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rosales will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Miguel Sanchez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Stepping into the box, Gustavo Gonzalez 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Gallo is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Ready now, Guy Adair. From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Sanchez, a former Pittsburgh Pirate who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off season.
0-1, here's the pitch. Ball one, taken just off the inside. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. One out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2. We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Carlton Abraham waits on deck. Good battle. Count remains full. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Ready to take his hacks again, Carlton Abraham, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
The 0-1 delivery.
Hey, shoot. I got to count
Runners
4-2.
on first with 1 down. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Kevin Santos, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Pause and the 0-2, and the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2 out with a man at first. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
He waits. Now the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Alford will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They lead it 6-2. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in the outfielder, Gustavo Gonzalez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now in 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fouled off. Full count now, 3 and 2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So stepping in, Tomas Delgado. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. One there on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Coming to the plate now, Joey Gallo. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 2 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. He's got it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs are down quietly. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Felix Pena has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now at the plate, Clinton Vetter. Pitch on the way. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Orlando Valenzuela will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Fouled straight back. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Manuel Rosales. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted the other way out to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 6-2. Juan Herman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Into the box now, Aaron Alford. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Skied into straightaway right. McDermott is there, and he has it for the out. So one gone here in the Chicago eighth, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Striding in once again, Doug Layton. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First offering on its way. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Going back is the left fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot here to left. Number 17 for him on the season. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
At the plate now, Chad Pinder. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Derek Dubois enters the game in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of the standard 3. Standing in now, Ricky Hurd. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line drive base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Mark Holden come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Lays off 1-0. Looking to minimize the damage here. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Pinder rounds third and is digging for the plate. He pulls into second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a two-run ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
First pitch of the at-bat. Gustavo Gonzalez stands in as he looks at ball one here.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Ready with the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, on the mound, he hasn't looked comfortable since the moment he came in out of the pen. Just not fluid with his delivery at all.
The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Second and third, 2 away. Three and one.
Look out for 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Now batting, Tomas Delgado, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Chopper foul. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Inside and low, 2-1. The set and the 2-1. He'll throw home with it, and they get to force it home. Whatever works as the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We've played 8 full. St. Louis is out in front, 6-4. Jared Kelly enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready for another shot now, Brady Babcock. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. First pitch coming, here it is. high in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch looped out toward third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
In now, Peter McDermott, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Nobody out. Runner on first. And it's fouled away. And he popped him up. Left fielder coming on. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing. As a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Gustavo Gonzalez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0. In the air out toward right field. Hayward giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Ready once again, Guy Adair. Here's the first pitch to him. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
No problem with that take right there. First pitch from a reliever, got to calibrate that velocity.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Now the 1-1 pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Payoff pitch on its way. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game, as this is now a 5-run cushion. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. Can you guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happened. This ball's jumping at it.
You know, D-Row, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
Jorge Trujillo enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. First delivery to him on the way. Still only 1 out in the inning. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looked like he's seeing it pretty good.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. And there are 2 away now. So striding forward now, Kevin Santos. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. But the Cards strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's the Cardinals 9 and the Cubs 4. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Joey Gallo.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Stepping in now, Aaron Alford. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he fouls this one off. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. One out, nobody on. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2. Splitter. 2-2.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
They've locked horns. Here's the next offering. Fouled off. This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. At the plate, Jason Hayward. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short. There's one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4-out save. Job well done.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. St. Louis pick up win number 70 to top the division. Henry Batista gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Ronaldo Martin couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Derek Dubois records 4 outs on his way to the save, number 36 on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.